Our Poltergeist tour. The exit ramp coming right through here.
60 miles an hour under 3.5 seconds.
I was very tempted to sleep in today, but with this tour being Poltergeist, there's no way I could pass it up.
Absolutely not.
And going through the gate into the spaghetti bowl. Right under the final corkscrew. Yeah, clearly they're not going to be running the ride, not with us in here. This is such a cool section. I love this part at the end where we're riding so close to the ground, leading into the corkscrew. A lot of first-time riders definitely don't see this ending coming. Okay, this is at the end of the Cobra roll at the very beginning. A lot of people probably don't even know that it's a Cobra roll. You just got so much track around you, it's hard to tell what you're doing. So much track and supports. I don't think there's any coaster in the world probably with as many near misses as this. And you can take a seat on the roller coaster track. So right up here is the very sharp turn to the right that a lot of people don't see coming. Then you circle around. Not quite as sharp of a turn to the left. That turn to the right up there, that is a Maverick level turn. Maybe even more intense. And then that little less intense turn to the left is what brings you down low to the track, starting right here, leading all the way over to the corkscrew. How often do you get to do this? Just stand right in the middle of coaster track. Not amidst it, in it. Yeah, right up there is where the mid-course would have been if they made this just like Flight of Fear, which I'm glad they didn't. That part feels pretty smooth where the wheels right over it. You can see it chips some paint off over time. Side wheels. And the upstops. And taking the paint off down there, or they may just never bother repainting down here. The only people that are going to see it are people like us during these tours. all the supports numbered.
Yes.
And you can see there some of the old paint coming through. The new paint is chipped off in that section there. Got the old yellow.
Oh, everybody come here.
And there's a few other spots here and there. Not really noticeable from the park, only when you're up close. So far, 92 is the highest number I've seen on any support. So I don't know how many supports there actually are. I started to count them and then I just gave up. It might be 92. So for future events, if they happen to do this Poltergeist tour on a Sunday morning right after a Saturday ERT that ended at midnight, at least for this year, the tour went from 8:30 a.m. to 10, and you just arrive whenever you want to. The gates are open, you just walk through. So if you wanted to sleep in an extra hour or so, you could show up here at like 9:40 instead of 8:30. And you'll still have plenty of time to get some decent pictures and video. You don't need a ton of time to check everything out, but it is pretty cool. So if they're offering this, I would definitely recommend not skipping it. Maybe you show up late if you're tired, but don't skip it. So that highest point of the low to the ground section, a little under 6 feet tall. And then of course down here, just like a foot or two off the ground. So if you're sitting on the left side, you really can tell that you're close to the ground. That's actually a big reason why I almost always do the left side on this ride.